Alright, so I spelled that wrong. Anyway, so we are now back to Japan's pick, I believe.
Yeah, that is correct.
So I'm wondering what we'll see.
What are you actually doing? 100 full combo on dopamine. There are just no words for that.
Yeah, that was definitely something.
There are absolutely no, there are just no words for that.
Yeah, that was definitely something. Really is now. I mean, we definitely had a good idea as to how strong they were prior to this map pool, but even now, it's just like, yeah, we still got this. Schedule 99%. I like what JJ is saying. No one wins, it's a draw.
Huh.
That's definitely an interesting way of looking at it. Also, does it like most of us back in the multiplayer room, so hopefully we should be good to go again very shortly. People are saying things back. But yeah, so as I was kind of saying, this is now Japan's pick, I believe. You get back in hello again, Twitch chat.
Hey.
So yeah, do you think this is when we'll see II? Or do you reckon it's going to be something else?
I mean, Japan has lots of options. It could literally be anything. But I mean, Tasuke, if you're gonna tease us with II, at least choose it in the match.
You're gonna tease us with tiny titties at least.
I've finished 2 packets an hour there.
Boiler, okay. Going back to Gorship.
Fair enough, dude. It's mapped by U68. It's another reading challenge, as we've seen, you and Milone did pretty well on dopamine.
I'm looking forward to this. This could be interesting.
It's a fair enough pick too, with Taiwan banning out Calculator, which is the other HT pick.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised Calculator got banned. I mean, 84.46 average accuracy.
Yeah, if you saw that match between Hong Kong and US 2 hours earlier, you could understand why Calculator was banned. It is just ridiculous.
Through no one's fault, let's just say one player got 56% accuracy. It's not a friendly map by any means.
Well, unfortunately for us, we will not be seeing such a map, but we will get to see Boiler.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good thing for the players. I would not be surprised if we saw a ban more often.
So, as we said, Boiler is mapped by U68, who is currently sitting on the Japanese team, and is actually not very high in terms of star rating. It's only 5.19, But the problem with it is it's got a very slow BPM of 140. So it's going to be quite the reading challenge. And not to mention it has 1/6 and 1/8 in it, which only makes that reading all the more difficult with just how dense this map is.
I don't know why.
So
it hurts when I hear people say 140 is slow. Like, I totally understand, but it just feels so painful.
140 is slow, but if you consider that it has 1/8 in it, it's more like 280 BPM.
That's better.
And 280 BPM with a very, very, very slow scroll speed.
It's just not fair.
See, Uwana is a very impressive HD player, and even they're picking up a couple of misses here.
That being said, throughout the history of Taiko World Cups, the hidden pools have generally been kind of cruel.
Yeah, the hidden pools have normally been very slow but dense reading challenges.
I feel like that's where Ono has the most fun picking the map. A hidden pool.
Well, Xavier's being a very good pillar for Taiwan, but Monkey and Sand are just not really keeping up. They're both sitting in the 70 to 80% range, whilst the whole Japanese team is sitting on 98 plus. U68, please stop doing this.
I don't think he's going to. The challenge is confirmed. I'll be right back.
To be fair, it is used map, so it's quite understandable. But then again, as we saw, Sand picking his own map, and that was not advantageous in the slightest.
Okay, so prior to this, he's had 37? I think he's had 37 300s, and most of those
100.
from 37 300s. His accuracy has been terrible. 37 100.
Xavier just ruining that at the very end. A very impressive play, but still not even enough to beat the lowest score on the Japanese team.
Yeah, I mean, even now, like, you didn't get a single 100, so it's still 37 100s between the four maps.
Remember when I said, seeing how Taiwan is picking maps like these, they're probably going to choose Pacific Girls. Well,
I wonder what we could be seeing next.
It looks like we are indeed actually going to be seeing Pacific Girls, and it looks like Sand is going to be swapping out for Ishida. You know, it's really nice, Sand. I don't know of any other player that states the 3 players that on their team that are going to play it in advance for commentator ease.
I will actually freely admit that I did not hear what he said, since I was distracted for a brief moment there, sorry.
The streams start coming and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Oh boy. This is a very painful map.
I think that basically speaks for most of the maps in this map pool.
This map, I think, is... Like, I have my opinions about all the maps, but this one is just... Why? It's just extremely long streams.
I have a quick question for you while we wait for the map to start. If Australia was still around for the finals, what maps would you ban?
Alright, so if Australia was still around for the finals, the map that our team would ban almost indefinitely is Calculator.
Just
nope. It's not that we think it's a bad map, it's just that the HD skill required for it and the HD skill of our overall team the gap is way too large.
What would you pick?
What would we pick is an interesting one. I actually have the feeling that the Universal Electrical map by French player Arrival, which is a DT pick, would be a good option. Other good options would probably be Grief and Malice, and to be honest, maybe that and Ethken. Australia,
Alright.
Australia would have a very interesting time. I'm somewhat glad that we're not playing, and somewhat disappointed at the same time. But here we go. We're going to be getting into Pacific Girls, and there are a lot of things to watch out for, other than the ridiculously long streams and odd number of 1/6 plats, which means that some streams you have to play offhand. So if your primary hand is the right, you will often be playing patterns with your left hand primary if you get offhand.
I never noticed this last weekend, Joy. I never noticed this. Look at the ship.
Yep.
It has
Don't
a
look.
face on it.
Don't look. But not only that, but this has a ridiculously high HP drain, like actually ridiculously high. And for the amount of nodes in this map, it's not 10, but it's breaching 8 stars. I say 8 stars, that's what the website says. I believe it's 7.8 HP. So
Yeah,
if you
if you check on the news site, it'll actually give you the exact decimals. Speaking of which, if you guys aren't checking out the new website, you should definitely do that, because there is some pretty cool stuff that gets added to the website, including L Store. And if you go to the L Store, you can purchase yourself a band to support any of these fantastic teams.
I do actually have to agree with Tasha here. This map is relatively not extremely exciting because the patterns are very repetitive patterns, and you know they appear very often, and it's just literally 5 minutes of this. It's just 5 minutes of this. What you're seeing right now, this is what you're going to see for the next, well, for the remainder of the map. So it looks like we've actually found. This is from all players except Ishida from the looks of things.
Yeah, I actually definitely remember this now as the never-ending stream, and we were always talking to like, when will it end? I actually forgot about this one.
Still streaming, guys.
The amount of stamina required to play this though would be...
Oh, Sabatio finding a couple of misses.
Even you is missing.
And you do have to remember, this is a lot of nodes, and with the super high HP drain, you know, 5 misses in a row is already catastrophic to your bar. Look at Ishida now dropping in a lot of HP. They were up around that 900 combo area, and now they're not even at pass range.
I think the only people who are in pass range are you and Uane?
Xavier looks to be in pass range, and Monkey D. Luffy looks to be very close.
Yeah, Xavier did look past, and I think Luffy's just shy of it.
And we are only halfway through the map, and we've still got more of this. So Taiwan is not very far behind. Sabatsu finding more misses. That HP is dropping. Ishida is getting close to the pass mark. If Sabatsu struggles like that for the remaining streams and Ishida can get a pass, we actually might see Taiwan take a point.
Will this be where the impenetrable wall of Japan will crumble? If only a little?
It's really relying on Sabatsu and Ishida needing to get the HP up to pass.
Well, at this point, Ishida has a much better chance than Sabatsu here.
Yeah. If Ishida can pass, then it's all relying on whether Sabatsu can make it. So their HPs are very close to the pass range. It looks like Ishida's just hitting pass range now. I went to the last quarter of the map. Sabatsu is getting very close to the pass range. He'll have to hold that consistency for the remaining streams.
Is it streams or just one? Because...
I believe it's multiple.
Ah, okay.
Alright, it's mainly the 1/6 where the 1-6 causes some offhand issues, and if players miss there, their HP is going to go down. Sabatsu looks like he's just past the pass range now, and he does find some misses, but it's not enough. He still looks like he's gonna pass.
Yeah, this is looking to go to Japan, I think.
Xavi! What is going on Xavi's end? Monkey D. Luffy's finding misses, but they're still holding. Sabatsu needs to find misses for Taiwan to have a chance, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. And looks like Japan is gonna hold on for it now.
Yeah, this is, it was definitely a really good effort though. I mean, they really had a good chance of taking a point.
Sabatsu gave Japan a bit of a scare there, but he pulled it in the end, and looks like all players have managed to pass, and that is gonna give Japan the point. A very valiant attempt from Taiwan. They were close at times.
I think that's probably the closest, for one of the closest chances that Japan have lost the point.
U68, what are you doing? Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely.
He didn't even hit 100. He's like 300 on this.
You know, that's a low-ack SS right there, isn't it? 3 misses, no 100s. What are you actually doing?
Just U68 things.
I mean, I guess for Pacific girls, it's fair enough. The patterns aren't that very difficult, and the OD is, I think the OD is like 7.4, maybe? It's not extremely high, but it's still high enough.
Correct.
Oh, it is 7.4.
Yeah, circle size 5, AP drain 7.8, accuracy 7.4, project 5, difficulty 8.3.
8.3. Yep.
I'd say 8.3 is pretty fair.
It is Japan's turn to choose. They are on match point right now.
Will this be it? Will this be the II? Or will Japan just completely just not deliver?
For anyone in Twitch chat wondering, I'm tempted to ask U68 what blood type he is, and hopefully we have compatible blood types so I can take some, because, you know, taiko skills are awesome. So, are we going to see II? And it looks like you can confirm it. It looks like we are indeed going to see II.
Nice.
Now,
I was getting a little worried. I was getting a little worried.
why is this map a DT? Come on, guys.
So we can get through it faster.
Oh my goodness. This map is actually shorter than the Mania map because the remaining part is not mapped.
They just swap ping in just for him to go, hell no. Dan's replacement is, Dan's replacement is pretty enthusiastic about this one. Start rating 8.9 high. Yeah, this should definitely be a good one.
The point where we have 200.
Are you familiar with this song?
Back when I played Mania, this was that one thing that I would just grind because it was hard for its time.
Yeah, I think like from an Osmania perspective, this is a really well known song. I think it's been in like most of the World Cups for it as well. I don't quite remember. Well,
Like, my
one anyway.
exposure to this song was, I believe it was the 2014 Mania 4-key World Cup. I believe it was the first World Cup.
Yeah, that was
and
the
this was
first one.
finals, and I remember just watching ABC Dollar play this and having my mind just blown.
ABC's a cool guy. I like ABC. I got really freaked out once when I started playing one of the maps and he started spectating me. Felt bad. Yeah, those... I can understand the use of like the... I think it was at the 1.6 there, but... Oh,
Yeah.
it still hurts.
It's 270 BPM with 1.6 in it, which is just so hard. It's just extremely fast. This map is absolutely relentless. If you look at these streams, even U68 is finding a bunch of misses. Sand is finding a bunch of misses. Monkey and Ping, their HP is just 0.
Outside of the warm-ups,
dead.
this is the lowest accuracy I've ever had. Like, even if the average accuracies across the board, it's never been this low.
Like, the average accuracy of Japan's team right now looks like it's around 96.
I would say 95. Like, upper bracket 95.
Oh, after task gauge drops there, definitely. It's just 270 BPM streams, and it's not like there are singles or triplets separating the streams to give you a small rest. It's just a stream ends and it's another stream. This map is relentless.
What would have been here? Ah, there we go. Okay. I wonder what happened.
Will anyone on Taiwan pass this? My goodness.
I don't know. I mean, there is one final stream, I believe. Yeah, here it comes. Yeah.
Oh boy. This last KI section is going to, well... Oh my goodness. Sand is... Well, I can safely say that Japan's going to take the match, but looking at Sand...
He's climbing back up the accuracy pretty fast.
Sand's going to pass.
Yeah.
Still, that being said, even a team as strong as Taiwan was unable to take a single point from Japan.
This is not looking good if you wanna if you have to go up against Japan.
But when you consider how strong both teams are, and see misses, and even a fail rate as high as that, come on, this map pool is absolutely ridiculous.
I really just don't know what to say. Like,
oh, I'm lost for words, in all honesty.
Do you think they could have gone a little bit differently if Stu was around?
Stu was around, I feel like they would have had a better chance on the HD, but seeing the overall Taiwanese team, possibly not.
I don't know, it would have been a very tough call to make. I don't think it would have changed too much.
Probably not. I wouldn't think that much would be changed. Perhaps maps like Pacific Girls would have been closer in score, but I just don't think it would have been enough, honestly.
Yeah, commentator, Stu isn't here today, children. We know. We're discussing what could have happened if he was potentially here.
Yeah, it's
Explore
unfortunate.
some of the what-if situations. Those are pretty fun.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate when you've got players that are not around, like Stu in Taiwan, and I believe later when we'll have Germany and Canada, I don't believe Zay will be around. So,
Yeah,
you know, that's
Tasha was talking about that, actually.
Yeah. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but it happens, you know. People have lives and we do stuff.
Yeah. Yep, that's basically what it comes down to. How many hours until Germany vs Canada? Well, if
It looks
I
like-
can direct your eyes to the stream, you'll see that's in approximately 12 hours. So,
Is
I
3
don't
p.m.
know
for me.
about Jai. I don't know about you, but I'm not sure I can stay here for 12 hours and just talk.
I don't think you'll be. Well, will you be awake at 5 a.m. is an even better question. Yes. Of course you will. Alright, 12 hours of just talking to Twitch chat. Oh yeah. No, I'm
That's
very
good. Okay,
sure
so
that.
let's but yeah, seriously, I think for now we will end the stream here, and we will be back at 1500 UTC for our continuation, which will be Germany versus Canada, which should definitely be a very good match, actually, I think. Do you think you'll be around for that one?
Oh, that's 3 a.m. for me. Goodness no. Though I would like to see the victor. So the victor of Germany and Canada will of course be going up against Hong Kong, and the winner of whatever happens in that match will be going up against Taiwan. So, you know, Taiwan is still in it, and Canada, Germany, and Hong Kong still have chances to climb their way out of the losers bracket. But yeah, I believe that's all from us.
Yeah, so for now we will be signing off, and we will see you all again in 12 hours for Germany vs Canada. Take care and have a good day.